be a ball striker. I just finished shoveling and I decided, let's make a golf video. I just shoveled this and have absolutely zero back pain. So how'd I do that? How's it done in the golf swing? Two-dimensional pictures like this are nice, but they don't tell the whole story. Today's technologies are better. They allow you to see three-dimensional movement. They allow you to see what muscles are firing and the sequencing of that firing. It allows you to see the motions, the kinetic chains. A picture like this is good, and I can see all the muscles and define them in the psoas. But how do I use them? If I can see them during a movement and see how they're used, it's much better. I can see the anatomy trains. I can see them in different views and how to use my hips, my hip muscles. I can see and feel how to use the different muscle groups. It may even be possible to discover something I'm not doing and not feeling in my motion. So anatomy trains can be seen like this, and also like this. With this 3D animation and a 360 view of it is better. But it shows all the anatomy trains and the sequencing. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see how internal rotation of the femurs lights up certain muscle groups. It shows us that small movements are important to overall movement. Internal and external rotations of different body parts are key to movement. These stills give us clues as to what muscle groups we use in the motion. What I intend to do in this video is to show you how to make those motions and muscle groups fire automatically. So where do we start? I can show you a diagram like this, but a 3D representation of tucking in your tailbone and what muscles it fires is clearer. It shows us what neutral alignments and the neutral spine really is. So why is golf posture important? Well, you can see that if you do neutral alignments, you can turn better. I was taught the S posture that was shown above. Older golfers tend to use the C posture. Both of those alignments can lead to soreness and injury. Your body, in order to protect its spine, will make compensatory moves. So how do we fix that? The solution is simple. We tuck in our tailbone. We use the proper alignment. The neutral alignment eases lumbar compression. It also engages our abdominals, further protecting our spine, saving our lower back from problems. This diagram is good, but this representation in 3D is better. It shows us how to perform the neutral position of the pelvis. It also shows what muscles are engaged. For stability, we can internally rotate the femurs. The the muscles we need for the golf swing are engaged. You can look at the lower legs and also see that external rotation of the lower legs lights up a different muscle set. In this push-up demonstration, not only can you see the engagement of the back muscles, as we externally rotate the forearm, you'll see the scapula is engaged as well. In the next 10 minutes of this video, I'm going to tell you how to take advantage of these movements and engagement of the muscles.
So I'm going to show you how to do all those automatically. So I'll get the movements correct. And it's in setup. Setup's so important. It must be done this way in order to give you the freedoms that I've been trying to teach you for almost a year now. So, first of all, stand up straight. Okay? You notice when you stand straight, tuck your tailbone underneath you to a neutral position. Okay? It'll be right underneath you, right in a straight line. And it relieves pressure on your back. A lot of times in golf swings, they talk about early extension when you do this thrusting. Well, what that body is doing is you're going to hurt your spine, so it goes to a neutral position and you kind of thrust up. So what we do to get the proper rotation and the proper trains all working together, I pull up underneath and tuck my tailbone. So tuck your tailbone, all right? It's very important. And throughout the swing, you'll have a tucked tailbone. It'll allow for movement without any lower back pain whatsoever. It's the position that we naturally should walk in. It's how I can shovel that snow and not have any back pain. Literally tuck it and allows you to move. Very often I'm in a free throw position. You'll see me sagging like this, but I'm not sagging in. What I'm doing is I'm tucking my tailbone, and that allows me to move and turn. Okay? So that's one of the ways that you set up. All right, next step. Get your legs right, get your base right. And it's a dance move, okay? It's actually karate. So you go like this. Stand up straight, feet together, heels out, toe out, heel out. And you'll feel these upper legs, these muscles activated. Your knees are in towards each other. Your face like this on that lower part here. But you still have to activate your lower legs, so they must flare out as in the video. Externally rotated, the bottom part, the lower part of your legs. And then all you do is internally rotate your femurs, okay? Your knees, point them together, okay? And you'll have this super solid, beautiful base for turning, okay? And it's fairly simple, all right? They're out, knees in, and now you have this beautiful turn. Okay? Very simple to do. Okay, next part. All right, you take care of the base, your legs from your waist down, all the way to your feet. You activated the correct muscles. Now, next, what we're going to do is the Chicago robbery. This is something I do in lessons. So I'll say, okay, if I'm going to rob you, I'm going to say hands up. So put your hands up. All right? And then I'll say, put your left hand down, or I'll shoot. Put left hand down. What you have is your right hand is in the correct position, and you put it back as far as you can, back behind you, and you've loaded your scapula. It'll look like this. So hands up. Your scap is loaded now. And now you've got the perfect backswing. Okay? So with your base set and everything set correctly, boom. Hands up and keep it up. This hand stays up. All that's going to happen on the way down is you turn and that hand stays up to the last possible second, and then you deliver the strike. The loaded scap is key. Go back to the 3D video. Watch what fires last. It's your back muscles, this shoulder complex, and your scap. Keep it loaded, okay? It's great power, extreme power. Okay, so the grip. Showed you in the prior video about the flat spot and also how to grip, okay? So when I establish this flat spot, okay, tucked under, down to the ground, this is gently touching here underneath my torso right here. That's my flat spot. Just raise up, okay? And you'll have this club out on a 45, all right? It's faced this way. And simply, with your left hand, which is faced this way when you stand naturally, just reach up. Club head up above your hands, just reach up, all right? So now we've established everything. So all we do now is go hands up and keep them up and turn. Okay. So establish the base, point your knees in, establish your grip, hands up, keep them up, and simply turn. Okay? That'll give you the chain that's in that video. It'll feel so good to you, and you have no back pain. You'll have freedom of movement. Okay? Last part of it, how to use your grip, how to use your hands, and to do what we're doing. Not to be flipping your hands, okay, like this, or excessive hand movement. You can use that for spin shots, and you can hold it in your fingertips. But what we're doing is, we have it in our palm. Okay? It's in our palm. And a way to get the feel of that, right? Use your webbing. You know, just to get the feel of it. Stick it right on the shaft, right here. Boom. It's right in between, see? It's a claw grip. And you go, I can't hit a ball like that. Mike, how am I going to hit a ball like that? Right? Go through your setup. Okay? Get your tailbone tucked so that you can rotate nicely. Do the hands up and load your scap. Claw grip. Hold it up. And you get speed, movement, no pain, beautiful flowing strike. And it works every single time because you're properly set up. You loaded the chain, the kinetic chain, and you held everything in sequence, and it's because of the setup. It's how things work. It's what I do. Okay, and also, in your setup, all right, you've established flat spot. You establish it out on the 45. You reach up. This comes through that same space. That's the feel. Okay, and if we're properly set up with our stance, okay, this stance, okay, out, then rotate back in. This leg, the upper femur, feels like it turns out on a 45 as well to match that club. Okay, that's what it feels like, right? So you lift up through that space, and as you turn, that club head comes down through that same space. So it feels to some people like it's over the top and way left. But you can easily manipulate the face so that you hit the ball square every time. Especially if you do the claw grip, get the feel of the palm. So we're not rotating that quickly. Okay? We're not snapping anything over. It's moving like this. So in the way the swing goes, all right, everything's all set up. It's my motion. It's what I do. You'll hit long and straight, and you'll be amazed.
It's automatic motion. Be a ball striker.